Hello everyone, my name is Soumya Ranjan Sethi. I am currently pursuing my MTech degree from College of Engineering and Technology, Bhubaneswar. So this is my final project. In this project, we will be designing the foundation for this building. So first of all, we have to go to the tables, analysis results, element output, frame output, and the column process by right clicking show table. So as you can see, we can see all the forces acting on the different stories. So we need the story 1, so click on story 1, and as you can see, then we will be putting the after that we will change the output case as dead, as you can see. Then we'll change the station as ascending. As we can see, there is the story 1 and there's the load acting on it for the corresponding stories, the dead loads for the different columns. Now we will go to the saved software, then file, click on new model. We will choose the design code as IS456-2000, the units as metric, the design preferences, as you can see it is on IS456-2000, which is correct. The minimum cover slabs are 50, and we choose the preferred bar size as 22. Then click on OK. Then we'll choose the grid only option, and the grid lines as 19. The spacings are 1 and 1. So click on OK. As you can see, the grid line has been drawn. After that, we will be defining the materials. So we go to define materials, add new material. We'll name it as M40. Then to material type is concrete. The modulus of elasticity is 31622.7. The coefficient of thermal expansion as 0.000005. The compressive strength is 40, as we have choose the M40. Click on OK. Add copy of material. Then we will name it as HYSD 500. Then the material type is rebar. Then we will choose the weight per unit is 77. E is 20000. The Fy as 500 and the Fu as 540. Then click on OK. Then click on OK again. Then we will be defining the slab properties. Go to slab properties, add new property. We'll choose the slab material as M40 and slab to mat, and the thickness we'll give is 900. Then we'll click on OK. As you can see, our slab properties has been defined. Then we'll click on OK. Then we'll be defining the column properties. Go to define, go to column properties, add new property. We'll name it as column 500 to 500, the material as M40, and we'll choose the to 500 into 500. Mm, mm. Then we'll click on OK. Then choose add copy of material. We'll name it as 600 into 600. Then we'll change the parallel to 2x and 3x as 600 600. Then click on OK. Click on OK again. Then we will define the soil subgrid properties by going to define soil subgrid properties. There is already a property, so we'll modify and change to 3e plus 04. Then click on OK. Click on OK again. Then we will go to define and check the whether dead and live load are acting on it or not. First we go to load patterns. As you can see, it is applied. So OK. We'll go to define again and go to load cases. This is already acting the dead load and live load. So OK. We'll go to define and load combinations. We'll add a new combo that is of dead load and live load of 1.5 and 1.5. Click on strength ultimate, then click on OK. Then we will add copy of combo, that is combo 2, which we will change the scale factor as 1 and 1, and click on the other 3 and click on OK. Click on OK again. So then we will go to draw and draw the slab. We go to the quick draw slab in areas. So we will choose the slab, then click from one point to the other corner. Then we will draw the slabs by going to draw slab and areas. Then we'll click on one point to the other. So as you can see, we have draw the line, then click on cut to go back. As you can see, now we will go to select slab. As you can see, one area's 4 edges selected as it says. By going into edit areas, expand and shrink areas, will give the offset value as 2000 because it is we are taking 2 meter is as outside area of the slab. So click on OK. Then we will go to draw columns. We will choose the column 500 into 500, and will the height below is 0, height above is 2, and we'll choose the points. As you can see, now we will go to draw and draw columns. As you can see, we'll choose the property below to none and the property above to column 500 which is already being selected, and the height below as 0, height above as 2. Now we will choose the points, then 13, 19. Then we will draw the slabs by going to draw slab and areas. Then we'll click on one point to the other. So as you can see, we have draw the line, then click on cut to go back. As you can see, now we will go to select slab. As you can see, one area's 4 edges selected as it says. By going into edit areas, expand and shrink areas, we'll give the offset value as 2000 because it is we are taking 2 meter is as outside area of the slab. So click on OK. Now we will go to draw and draw columns. As you can see, we'll choose the property below to none and the property above to column 500 which is already being selected, and the height below as 0, height above as 2. Now we will choose the points, then 13, 19. So this one is the as you can see, now we will choose the column properties as column 600 into 600. Now we'll choose the inner portions of the column. So it is okay. Now click on escape. So as you can see, our columns has been drawn. Now we will draw the design strips by going to draw design strips. Now as you can see, we have the strip layer as A. Now we'll draw the horizontal lines according to it. Now we will go to draw the design strips. So we have drawn the horizontal line, that is strip A. Now we will draw the strip B as vertical lines. As you can see, our design space has been drawn. Now we will be assigning the slab properties. We select the slab. As you can see, it says 1 alias 4 is selected. Go to assign, go to support data, soil properties, click on OK. As you can see, our soil properties has been assigned. Now we will be assigning the dead and live load to these columns individually. So these are the outer perimeter columns are 500 into 500 and the inner columns are 600 into 600 mm. So going to assign load data. First of all, we have to select. As you can see, one point selected. Go to assign load data, point loads. We'll click on dead. The dead load is acting on this is 1850. So click on OK. Go to assign. Click again. Go to assign support data, load data, point loads. We'll change the load pattern as live. We'll change this as 797.6. So click on. Now we'll be assigning the loads on the columns. I'm going to draw. Going to Now we will be assigning the loads on the columns individually. The outer perimeter columns are of 500 into 500 and the inner perimeter columns are of 600 into 600. So click on the column, point selected, assign, support data, load data, point loads. The dead load is 1850. As you can see, dead 150. The punching shear will be given as 500 and the x direction as well as in the y direction. So click on OK. Now we will select the point again and go to assign load, load data, point loads, and we'll choose as live load and we'll choose 797.6. So click on OK. So we have to do for the all the individual columns here. So as you can see, we have applied all the dead and live loads onto the columns. Now you can see the loads acting on it by right clicking loads, as you can see. Now we will right click on the footing and change the rebar material to HYSD 500 and click on OK. As you can see, now we will change the design strip properties by going click the design strip and change the rebar material to HYSD 500 for every single one. As you can see, we have changed all the rebar material to HYSD 500. Now we will run analysis and save the file. Save. As we can see, the different displacements is being shown on the slab. Now we will run analysis and design. Now we will click on display, show punching and shear design. As you can see, our objective is to get the values below 0 1, the values below 1. So we have to increase the thickness of the slab. So we have to go to unlock the model, then we will go to define the slab properties, modify slab properties. We'll increase the thickness to 1200. Now click on OK, click on OK again. Now we will run the design again. As you can see, all the values are below 1, so it passed or the design check. So we can see by going into the 3D view, as you can see. So my final project is complete. Thank you for watching.